This live stream here. All right, sweet. So so Amazon. So I mean, why am I watching this? Well, we have all-time highs right here at 189.77. We had a pretty big dip, I would say what about 2, 3 weeks ago, pretty big dip here, all the way back down to the 60s. And now we're back up into the kind of like the mid to upper 180s. So that's good. But we have all-time high at 189.77. So what's kind of the key number? Morning, Chris. What's the key number right above 189.77? Well, it's going to be 190, right? It's going to be a nice little $10 level. But what's even more important above 190? Well, 200. So do I think it's going to go to 200 today? No. Do I think that if we can break all-time highs, we get some momentum, some strength in the market? Does this have room? And 200 could act as kind of a magnet to pull this up to that? Yeah, totally. I mean, the same principle kind of applies to like something like NVDA, right? When we're coming up into that $1,000 level, we didn't end up hitting it, but we went from 500 to 975, and now we're starting to get back above 900. So just psychologically, that $1,000 level is going to act as somewhat of a magnet, somewhat of like a profit target for a lot of people. So that's kind of the idea here. I mean, I'm not looking for a lot. I think my trade idea today is pretty much just going to consist of me looking to take some sort of entry on some momentum here up into yesterday's high, 188.89. We had a really strong close yesterday, which I like to see. We're seeing some strength here pre-market from NQ. So I can already promise you right now, I'll be looking at the Amazon 190 calls expiring this week. So yeah, pretty much just going to be looking to trade into yesterday's high. We then have 189, which is going to be the next level that I would like us to see break and hold above. And then we have that all-time high, just 77 cents above, and then looking for a move. Is Amazon a really fast-moving stock? No. So I don't expect this trade to happen very quickly. It's probably going to be something that I'm going to take a smaller size position on, so I don't make any sort of irrational decisions. So I want to be in with a smaller position just so I can kind of manage it and let this thing work its way up and just kind of read the price action. Once we start getting above 189 and kind of making highs, I mean, we have to expect there to be some pullbacks. I don't want it to, make pullbacks and then lower highs and then just completely roll over. So we have to continue to raise our stop. I think once we get above 189, I'll then just put a break-even stop and let this go. Could I take some profits before 190? Yeah, for sure. And I may even do that. But again, just so everyone's clear, don't expect Amazon to just absolutely rip like, we may see Tesla do or NVIDIA or whatever. I mean, we may not even get this trade today. I don't know. But everything to me so far is lining up pretty well for us to catch this. So the other thing I'll be looking at kind of on the side here is going to be NVIDIA. Nothing too fancy. We finally broke this huge downtrend here. It looks better on the weekly chart, I think. But we broke this solid downtrend here. So this could be the start of a move back up near 1,000. So, what did we do yesterday? Really strong day. One of the strongest names across the board. Little pullback here into the open, which is okay. But what are we pulling back into? Well, we pulled back into a pretty solid psychological support here back into 900. You see buyers come back in. 910 is going to be another key level. So if we can hold that, and we see some, solid strength here. I mean, we saw NVIDIA move like, 40 points yesterday. I think that this could easily make another 10, 15, 20, maybe even 30-point move today. So there's not necessarily like a perfect trade idea there. I'll probably be looking to take this maybe through 920, maybe even just be patient and wait for the new high at 922.20, and look to just take this right through 925. Very simple, but it's going to be, this is more of like we got to gauge the momentum, see where this is, if this is moving the right way, and then we'll take the trade. Amazon actually has like legitimate levels. So that's why, to me, that's a little bit more of a well-rounded, kind of more of a sculpted trade idea there, because we actually have levels to trade off of. and many other criteria is hit. So watching the video as well on the side, I want to talk about yesterday. I had two trade ideas that would have paid unbelievable. Even though it was a Monday, it still would have paid pretty insane. But it was one of them was Meta up into this gap here above 450 on Friday. It was looking for continuation yesterday, and the opening hour was just terrible. You had one little 2-3 minute move here, and then it just chopped around until an hour and a half into the day, and then we just kind of slowly grinded higher. But this is kind of what gap plays are like. So for you guys that haven't really seen a good example of this, this is a gap play. Some people literally would just buy into the gap, have some sort of just a hard stop, which probably could have been like 450, and then just let it go and just really be patient on it. So, you may think, okay, well, that's just one example. Well, let's look at what Netflix did yesterday as well. Same idea, same gap trade above 580, pretty much the same setup looking as Meta as well. And there wasn't really much volume on the contracts. We moved pretty choppily kind of off the open, just really small movements. But look what it did. It just slowly grinded higher. I mean, almost a 20-point move yesterday. Those contracts probably went multiple 100%. So I do feel like I missed out on some stuff there. However, you guys know I'm more of a, scalper, day trader. So these aren't necessarily my trades. Have I taken gap trades like this before? Yes. Could I have probably forced it? It's really small position, had a stop loss with some room under it and just kind of let this work. Yeah. So, I think yesterday was two perfect examples of gap trades that worked. They weren't necessarily my style. They took all day. But, if you were someone who just kind of bought off the open, had a stop loss, slowly moved it up as we kept grinding higher, you could have made a killing. So that's typically where I would like to trade this with like equities, but something like Netflix, $580 a share. It's not, I don't think anyone here listening has the capital to really make some money off that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think those are two really good examples. You guys should go back and look at them just because there's going to be another time where you have a perfect gap trade that you can take advantage of. So other than that, though, guys, yeah, Amazon 190 calls. Going to have those loaded up. Got to pay attention to that here off the open. We got about 2 minutes. Any other tickers? Any questions? Anyone on YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter? I can see your questions as well. Meta is ripping here into the open. So, that still has some room into the gap to go. I think the gap ends at 493. So just call it 490. So, there's still about $25, $30 left in this. That's probably going to be another side watch for me. Just going to be looking for momentum. But like I said, Amazon just has, more of a well-sculpted trade idea there. Look at us here. We're already breaking yesterday's high. So what do you guys think I want here? Pullback, right? Pullback, buyers come in and hold it, and a rip back through high a day. I would like to see this probably come down into I don't want to see 188. I think that's probably a little much. But I think that would still be okay as long as we can see some real aggression come back into this on the buy side. So about 188.50, 188 within this area, I would like to see price come into. Buyers come in, play the new high through 189, and then just pretty much manage this up until 190. What contracts do you have ready for this? So again, 190 calls, Amazon expiring this week. So, all right, we got about 35 seconds here. Let's see what happens. Market's nice and strong, up a lot here pre-market. Again, I will not take this right off the open. I have to see a pullback first. Even if it breaks 189, I don't care. The real trade to me is this all-time high trade. So I would love to get a position before so we have a nice cushion that we can then manage up into all-time high. So, if you want to be the guy who wants to be risky and chase a green candle here off the open, by all means do it. But I'm not. I have to see a pullback here. You guys know what I like. Let's see a pullback. We broke 189. Easy fake out area here. I want to see about 188.50 around there. That would be ideal. Disney got crushed as well. I want to go look at that here, but I want to focus on Amazon. Nice little pullback there. Nice little pullback. I'm going to take a small starter there on that. Really small, though. Oh, wow. That already just popped. I got filled at 132 there. But again, really small starter. I just want to see if I can just take a little nibble at this on this pullback because I'm already seeing some pretty nice buying pressure come into this. So I like this pullback. I would like to see it stall a little bit and then just get a rip right through 189 here, making a new high. If we can see that, that's kind of where I'll add a little bit more to my position here. But again, I don't want to be in heavy at all because I want to be in light enough to where I can really just kind of manage this stress-free. 190 calls, already 1.75 thousand volume. I really love that. Here we go. Nice move. I want to see a new high here and a break right through 189. I want to see this get aggressive. See volume kick into this as well. Pretty low volume on this candle. I want to see it go. Still sitting green here. These contracts are gaining value just because volume's coming into them. Market ripped though here off the open, so I don't really want to see Amazon stall, but it might just take a second. Again, Amazon's going to be a slow one, so we can't expect it to just make a crazy move in 1 or 2 minutes. So like I said, once again, be in light. No need to panic. Let this work. After a couple more minutes here, I'm probably going to switch this to like a 2-minute chart just to calm us all down. It's got to get over 189 though. ASAP here. Nice. NQ is ripping. There we go, guys. Look at that. 160 a contract here. Already a 20% trade. Let's see this keep going here. I want this candle to hold above 189. We got to close above. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2. There we go. We should close above. Beautiful. All right. So I'm going to go break even stop here. So there's absolutely no risk. And then, like I said, we're just going to be managing this. I like that wick down to 189. I would like to see a new high here as well. That'd be great. Almost there, about 3 cents off. Sold at 160. Good. I mean, yeah, guys, I mean, you can easily take profits here. I may take a little bit off just to have a little cushion here. Then the rest are just going to be break even. I think that's all we should do here. NQ kind of topping out a little bit. So I'd like to see this strength being held on Amazon. Like I said, as long as we can hold over 189, I'll be happy. I think I may even just do, see, I don't like that. That pullback isn't great, but I'm still sitting green here. Glad I took a little profits. Big reason why you got to do that. Just because you could get faked out. That's terrible. Again, break even stop. Could get hit here pretty soon. Gonna give it a sec here at low a day. We break through low a day, I'll be out. Nice, RB. There's still a trade here, so I mean, I'm okay with stopping out on this and then just re-entering later on. Ah, that sucks. All right, I'm out of those. All right, well, pretty much just a little small win there. That was terrible. I mean, NQ didn't really pull back. Just kind of a big fake out there. We got a little bit of a volume spike as well. Let's see if we can hold. That could just be a fake out. If they pull it back to 188, I'm okay with that. I don't really want them to go much further than that. I think 188 should be the furthest they can pull this back. Nice, mate. Nor that's perfect, and that's perfect. That's what I want you guys to be doing. Nice buy up here, though. They may just double bottom that. Amazon is tricky sometimes. If we can get back above 189, I may just look for some price action here to catch some momentum back through the highs. Because again, all-time high is right here, guys. I mean, we're close. Let me go look at the wall here at 190. I'm sure there's one. Wow. Massive wall. Massive, massive wall. About 350,000 wall there. So that's great. To me, that makes it to me, it proves that there's a pretty high chance we're going to go touch 190 today. Yeah, Geo for sure. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I definitely think there's more on this, but it's just kind of choppy here. I don't like it. Amazon pulling back really aggressively. But again, as long as we can hold over 188, I think the trade is still doable. However, I mean, I want this to be sitting above 189 and not coming back under it like this. Market's pulling back a little bit. Contract's still just kind of right here around 130, 135. It's really not bad. These are cheap contracts. So, you go in light, you can just kind of manage them. I still think there's a trade here. It's just we got to see that volume really come into this. Start ripping. 190 calls have 9.26 thousand volume here today. Tons of volume coming into these. NQ is pulling back hard, so I would like to see Amazon really hold this low a day. I don't want to see it give it up too hard. Let's see if we can hold that. Trying to push here on an NQ red candle. I like that. Like I talked about this morning, this 188.50 level, they're kind of holding that as well. So this 50-cent range from 88.50 to 188 needs to act as some really strong support here. And so far, we're seeing that. What's everything else doing here? Nothing too crazy. Amazon's just going to be a patience game. Switching to a 2-minute chart here. VWAP is 188.80. So right now we're kind of struggling right there. Just like yesterday, maybe some of this stuff takes a full 30 minutes or an hour to actually get going. If that's the case, that's just what's going to happen. I can't do anything about that. So ideally, we can hold around here and then get our move, but the market's pulling back after this pre-market move. So Amazon's going to have a tough time without the market being strong. But I mean, we're continuously seeing buying pressure here in this little zone that I drew. Let's see if they can hold it up. That was really unfortunate. The open was pretty good. It was kind of the price action I wanted to see. Glad we took some profits there. I want to look for the bigger trade here. So, I mean, is this an okay entry down here about 125 a contract? It's not bad. I just don't know if they can actually bounce it again. They're not giving up the low a day that hard. They're just coming down. Later, Duco. Take care, man. Want to see some aggression come into this. 190 calls 10,000 volume here. Everything else, I mean, on the put side, the most is 2,000 volume. That's 187.50 puts. So I know where the attention is, and it's right where I'm also thinking we could get a move. So I know I'm looking at the right thing here. It's just kind of a matter of time. We're early on in the week, so time decay isn't going to be that big of a deal, especially because we're about $1.50 away from our strike price, so that's good. Just kind of a waiting game. Like I said, Amazon's slow. Nice little buy up here, coming back into VWAP. Would love to see this get back over 189. We're just seeing a little bit of a bounce here on NQ, and Amazon started taking off. So let's see if this can all line up. I'd like to see a bounce in futures here. Nice, Geo. Just in and out greens or what? Here we go. Starting to move again. See if we can get above 189 here. Come on. Nice little bounce in NQ. Here we go. 189.99. Come on, Amazon. Market pulled back kind of hard there. NQ, big topside wick. Let's see how strong Amazon is on its own. This is right where a market bounce would be perfect. It could probably kickstart this a little bit. That pullback kind of hurt that. That looks really good. The market timing on that wasn't great. So far, just chop central here. Everything's kind of choppy. This pullback is okay. I'm not mad at the pullback on the market just because it's kind of slow. It's not, super aggressive. It's just kind of a slow kind of relief pullback. So I'm waiting for that wave of buyers to come in. That's kind of what I'm hoping on here. If not, then whatever. You can see if you guys look at like SPY and the Qs, NQ or ES, you can tell the pullback's kind of slowing down. So that's what I want to see. That'll give buyers a chance to really come in and reverse this back to highs. That would be an ideal situation here. But once again, just a small little green candle here on futures. We're seeing Amazon bounce pretty nicely here. So just kind of waiting for this top to blow off and then it's gone. Got to get back to 189. I think if we see a new high here, I would like to see it. I think there's a pretty good chance that we could see a pretty quick move to all-time high. Let's go on a little 1-minute chart here to show you guys kind of what I'm seeing. Not a bad little downtrend here. I mean, again, it's a 1-minute chart, so it's not the most valid thing in the world or most important, but this could just, all we need here is a nice little move. We're starting to hold VWAP a little bit. Nice move here through 189. High a day. That's kind of where you can get that little squeeze. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it too, Kenny. It's just kind of a patience game here. Sometimes Amazon just doesn't really want to move anywhere during the day, so it is what it is. Here we go. NQ starting to bounce here. ES starting to bounce. You can see that really quick, aggressive move there on Amazon. Got to get back above 89. That should help trigger this. About 7 cents off here. 5 cents. Come on, Amazon. I want to see this like rip right through 189. Yeah, Geo, 100%. There we go. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to see it close above. There we go. Nice close above 189. Let's see if they can hold it now. Here we go. High a day. Come on. 7 cents away. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, it's got to continue. We hit high a day. We didn't break through it, though. We hit it on the penny. I want to see this rip through it, guys. That would be ideal for me. But, you know, without saying anything, we're above 189, so that's already good. Here we go. 5 cents away, 7 cents. Come on, Amazon. Let's rip right through this. ES bouncing, NQ kind of pulling back a little bit. Regardless, though, we did get a nice little bounce there off low a day. I want to see Amazon have some strength here on its own. Got 160 a contract here. So, I mean, I think I may just nibble at this again just to see if we can get another move to the highs. Let's pull back here. I'd like to see it hold 189. I don't want to see another aggressive pullback through there. Got 150 a contract here. It's not bad. Nice little kind of break and retest here at 189. Love that buy up there. That's beautiful. I'm going to probably add a little bit more if we break this new high strong and then just manage it. That was a great buy up there, but I want to see them continue it. There we go. On this candle would be perfect. NQ's pushing. Here we go. Come on, Amazon. Boom. Nice, mate. No, I love it. Good job, guys. This is running now. Nice, Latvian. That's great. It's about 20%, dude. Still running here. I want to see this candle close strong. This should be, I mean, this is kind of the trigger that I was looking to see here. That's not what you want. Got 15 seconds left in this candle here. Come on. Close above high a day is what I'm banking on here. That's what I want to see. 3 seconds. Come on. They close it above. Okay, that's good. They still may just have to pull it down and retest 189 again, you know? This is a slow one. Let's see it hold 189. Beautiful buy up. I love that. Trying to get back above that high a day. Remember, all-time high is right here, guys. You know, we're about 50, 60 cents away. It's not much. We hit about 30 cents away. Seeing a pullback here on ES and NQ. Terrible timing for that, but I like seeing Amazon hold up decently well on its own here. Got to hold 189. Come on, Amazon, hold up. Market's just dropping off pretty hard. It's the only issue. So, I mean, I'm not mad at this pullback, but I don't want to see an aggressive one like we saw early on. Big drop off there in the market. It's pretty unfortunate. This might just be a slow one. Close that candle right above VWAP. That's okay. Got to get back above 189 ASAP here. This could easily just rip to low day and it may be done. So I think the chances are still really high that we can still get this 190 level. But if the market just wants to take a turn for the worse today, then it's going to screw this trade up. So now we're kind of trying to hold this little uptrend here. Nice, Frosty. I'm good. I'm glad you guys are taking a little bit of profit there. I would love to see a market bounce here. I mean, we had a big pullback. Look at NQ here. I'll just pull it up quickly. You're moving up into highs. If we just got rejected hard here and we're not stopping, so that could really screw this up. It's just unfortunate. It's what happens. I want to see buyers take advantage of this, though. This gives them an opportunity to come back in here and get some good prices. Nice. Nice little buy up there in NQ. Ideally, we see a quick buy up back above 189. Pretty big buy up there on NQ as well. I like that. But again, Amazon is just kind of mirroring it. I want to see Amazon moving on its own. Oh, that's what pulled the market down, guys. Look at NVIDIA. Anyone see news on that? Something happened. I don't know. Go back to Amazon, though. Not a terrible buying opportunity here on Amazon and just kind of using like 188.50, a close under that as a stop loss. As long as we can hold this uptrend here, I think we have another chance to bounce. That looked so perfect. And then, I mean, it had to have been the video that pulled things back. Yeah, Tesla's down as well. Come on, Amazon. We see another bounce here. Come on. NQ starting to fall back down. I don't want to see this uptrend get given up. Amazon's doing everything it can to hold on, but can only do it for so long. Come on, big fella. We got 20,000 volume on these 190 calls, guys. That's 10 times what I'm seeing on the put side. So I know I'm looking at the right thing. I know I'm trading the right contract. It's just a kind of a waiting game, like I said. As much as I wish Amazon was just kind of moving on its own, we know for a fact that it's having to wait on the market. I mean, something good though is we're seeing ES and NQ. They did make new lows on the day, and we haven't seen that on Amazon. We've seen higher highs and higher lows, but the second that uptrend's given up, that's might be where buyers start stopping out here. Here we go, back to 189. Let's go. Nice little bounce here on the market. Volume dropped off on that pullback, so I would like to see volume come back in on the buy side here. Watch for volume. I want to see volume really come into this. It's still pretty low. 15 seconds on this candle. I want to see them close it above 189. They're battling. 10 seconds. Come on, buyers. There we go. Bids above. Hold. 2 seconds. Nice. Closed above on the 1 minute. That's beautiful. Here we go. See how that triggered it? The second that that candle closed on the 1 minute, you see that next quick little pop. All right. High day 189.46, and then all-time high is 189.77. So we got about a 30-cent move past our high a day for all-time high. And then we have a huge wall at 189, or sorry, at 190 that they're probably going to add to. They actually took some off. We're at about 350,000. We're sitting at about 300,000 now. But typically you'll see that wall just get bigger once we get close to it. Here we go. Come on, 189.20. The original high day is this white line here, 189.27. There we go. Nice. We're trying to break through that now. So we made a higher low, so that kind of solidified an uptrend here. Would like to see a higher high on these in these next few minutes. NQ is now rolling back over. It's just terrible timing, man. Just need a few minutes here of some strength to help push this, and we're gone. Come on, hold. It's got a whole 189 here. Earnings were yesterday, CoLamp. Back under 189, just quickly pulling that back here on any sort of market weakness. I really don't like that. ES dropping off as well. The good thing about an uptrend, though, guys, that you can use it for is just it's just visually raising your stop loss, right? So now if it breaks under the uptrend, for anyone that's just holding on to anything, you just get out and wait for it. It's just terrible, man. It's just terrible. Market timing wise, we got our bounce. We got back above 189, right back to the original high a day. And then ES and NQ just want to tank. Right to the uptrend here. Yeah, mate, Nora, there's no big news this week, but typically at 10 a.m. Eastern, there's some sort of number. So yeah, that could either help this trade start working out or pull it back. I still have a very small position, guys. I mean, I'm probably just going to use like 188.50 as a hard stop on those. Other than that, I feel like I just got to be patient. Yeah, Fidget, you're right. I mean, the video, big reason why the market's pulling back here, and I don't know what happened. So I don't want to, make a decision on Amazon just because NVIDIA is doing it. But the problem is it's pulling the entire market down. So let's see what happens here. We're still continuing to make higher lows, though, which is great. So what do we see now? Again, 1 minute chart, not the most important thing, but kind of wedging now because this could easily just break down and it's over. So, I mean, I don't want to say it's guaranteed, but it's kind of what I'm seeing here. $188.75. In QES red candles here, we're seeing Amazon bounce on its own. Yeah, Tesla and NVIDIA really screwing this up here. What's Apple doing? Apple's not doing much. The Disney drop did make that move without us. 107 was something I looked at this morning, but we kind of opened right at it. Come on, Amazon, let's do something. I can't be here for a full hour, so I mean, I probably got like 15 minutes left because I got to go take my last final of the semester. So if this just chops around, I mean, I'm probably just going to have to get out of it, but I'm going to give you guys levels to use the stop loss and targets, and I still think this has a really, really high chance of happening today. It's just like I said, a patience game. Here we go. Amazon moving on its own here. Back above 189. NQ is just now starting to bounce, so that's good timing there. Got to see this get going, though. I want to see high day get taken out within the next 5 minutes. Yeah, Fergie, for real. I'm excited. But then I gotta move the whole trading setup back home. Here we go. 20 seconds on this candle here. Need to hold above 189. And then that 189.25, 189.27 level that we've bounced off of twice here, and you can kind of consider it 3 times because we broke and instantly pulled back. We just got to get through this resistance up here, and then all there is left is all-time high. And then what's the principle around all-time high trades? Well, there's just no levels above. So anyone who is short Amazon is going to be red, right? There are no prices up here that Amazon has been to. So anyone in the world that is shorting this stock is going to be red. So it's going to put pressure on them. And that's where you can get that squeeze. Nice buy up there on that pullback. Good. Yes, it is, Fergie. It's near Austin. So about 2.5 hours from me. Here we go. Nice move there. We're about 15 cents away from that high day. NQ making new lows. ES making new lows here. Come on. You can tell Amazon's starting to get some life in it on its own. It would just really help to have a little bit of a boost from the market here. Here we go. I think Amazon's starting to get ready. Let's see if it's nice to me and wants to happen here soon before I have to go. About 10 cents off from that original high, 7 cents. This is where I want to see this thing really blast off. Here we go. Volume still low. I want to see that volume really come in here, but that's a great candle. If they can close it really strong like this, I'm loving it. 160 a contract here. Come on. 189.40. About 15 cents off from that actual high of day here. Come on, Amazon. Don't do it again. I'm going to trim a little bit here at 150. NQ trying to bounce. Now we're seeing Amazon fall. It's just really, I think it's just chop. I mean, like I'm saying, there's just not much volume right now. Man, that looked perfect. I mean, this 5-minute chart doesn't look bad, other than the fact that we just have these massive wicks up here. We still have 1 minute and 10 seconds though on the 5-minute candle though. Yeah, Stick Man, that's kind of what's keeping me in this, is just it's continuing to uptrend here. So there's no real reason to get out. I can now easily have a break-even stop loss, which gives me enough room. However, on this specific candle, I would like to see this close high. Why? Because it's 9:04 right now my time, right? 10:04 Eastern. So at 10:05 Eastern, that's when that 5-minute candle will close. So if we can, if this 1 minute can close up here, that means the overall 5-minute candle will look nice and bullish without that topside wick. Yeah, Fergie, me too. I may, if I have to go, I'm just going to take profits and just, hope for the best for you guys waiting around to catch it. But, I'm going to have to go. Still holding 189. To me, this is probably the last chance it has. If it gives up 189 again, we're kind of right at that uptrend again. So we'll see. 24,000 volume on these guys. So we're in the most popular contract. Look at this though too. Look at all the other contracts. This picture I'm sending in the Discord is All those numbers on the bottom are the strike prices. So you can see that 189 or 190s have by far the most volume. NQ rolling back over here. So NQ and ES are on a downtrend, and Amazon's just holding on for dear life on this uptrend we have. Come on, man. Just a reversal here from futures would really help this. We're just getting relief bounces and then a hard rollover. There we go. Bounce off VWAP. Get back up there. What I don't like though is when we're seeing those really nice aggressive buy-ups, they look really, really good. And then since there's not much volume in them, they're easily pulled right back. So, and not just slowly pulled back, and like one candle wipes it all out. This contract's starting to lose value. IV's coming down on them because we're getting chopped. Yeah, Chris, agreed. We're starting to see NQ try to bounce here. I want to see an aggressive bounce. It'll be easy to tell when Amazon's done. Pretty much, I'm just waiting to see an aggressive move back down because that's going to prove that this uptrend is now broken. We're under VWAP and all that. So, I mean, we're getting pullbacks, but we're still holding this uptrend, which I like. Well, we're now under it. This could be Amazon's last final moments here. NVDA back over 900. Okay, good. Amazon's now falling off on its own. Pretty unfortunate. If there's no buy up here soon, then I'm probably just going to move on. Tesla's still making lows here. Looks like NQ and ES could be at a spot where they're going to roll right over. I'm down less than 10%. So it's really just not much of a, not really in the red here. That's good. Look at that buy up here. I got about 10 minutes here left. Really great buy up. Come on, Amazon. Let's keep going. Back above VWAP. That was pretty nice there, guys. That was really, really, really good. Not much of a move on futures either. And that was almost a 40-cent bounce. I mean, we're less than $1 away from all-time high. So, got to give it a chance here. See what the wall looks like now. Still about 280,000, 300,000. That's pretty big. I mean, that literally just proves to you that there are a bunch of orders sitting up here waiting to get executed. Does that mean it's guaranteed to go up there today? No. That means that there is a lot of money anticipating a move back up there. Just want to see futures really give us a bounce. Amazon is typically a first 30-minute move on the day. I want to see happen. I don't like waiting around for a lunchtime slow grind up move. You're just not going to get paid as much. But regardless, if this gets to 190, I mean, it should be at least 50% trade. Just fight. We're fighting 189. NVDA is still around 900. The longer this takes, I feel like buyers are just going to move on for the day. They're just going to start getting out of their position. NQ finally starting to move a little bit. Come on, Amazon, catch up. It's probably done. This isn't good. Selling off here without the market now. Volume's low, though. That is one plus, but it's kind of its last hope here to get bought up again. Yeah, Kenny, I know. I know. Still down less than 10% though in the small position. So I mean, there's just no reason for me to get out here. But I think under like 88.50, I'll just hard stop it. There's no reason to let it go further and lose more than I need to. The price action isn't telling me it's ready, but once again, look at this buy up we're seeing. So I mean, it's proving to me that there's still buyers down here in this area that are trying to bounce this thing back up. We're just seeing no continuation. But like I said, Amazon's a stock where you need the volume, and in the first 30 minutes when that volume's there, you want to see that move. And we just pretty much just saw chop because the market pulled back and Amazon couldn't do it all on its own because there's not really a catalyst here other than we're near high a day, which is or high of all-time high, so it's going to bring attention to it. Nice buy up. I mean, I want to see a freaking massive green candle right through 189. NQ's finally starting to go. I don't want to feel like the market's now dragging Amazon up. Nice, Matenor. Good. Yeah, I'm glad I locked some profit in for sure because that'll make up for the small loss that I may take here if it doesn't keep going. Netflix almost at 600. Come on, man. Let's see this get above 189 right here. We're 2 cents off. Market's starting to rip now, and Amazon's just so stagnant. I think that probably solidifies this. But we'll see. Give it a couple more minutes. Right here at VWAP. So we got to pick one direction or the other. Yeah, good Snowflake. Yeah, last week was a tough week. A lot of chop. So it's good to just kind of relax, put it on a little bit bigger time frame, have a stop loss where you want it, and just, let the market do what it wants. I mean, sometimes if it just takes too long, I'll just get out. And that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Because NQ is ripping. We're almost to high a day again. And Amazon, which is what I want to see strong, is, as you can see now, pulling back. So not going to give it much more room here. Yeah, no, I mean, 100%. Everything looked good multiple times, and then it just fizzled out and instantly got pulled back. So that's just not what I want to see. But we locked in some profits. A lot of you are green, which is great. I'm going to be probably small green here if this pulls back down to 188.50. But, big reason why I wanted everyone to be in just a small position, just in case this happened, because Amazon's slow. So, if you were in heavy, I mean, imagine the decisions you'd be making in this chop. You'd be freaking out on every pullback and then probably freaking out on any sort of pop. The contracts move percentage-wise pretty decently when they're this cheap. NQ and ES had a nice move. If they roll over, that could be the nail in the coffin here for Amazon. Come on, Amazon. I got like 5 minutes, man. Let's go. We got in on the first minute of the day, so this has been like a 45-minute trade. Not typical for me, but I knew this would be a much longer one than normal. Yeah, stick man, that's perfect. That's what I want you guys to do. Maybe tomorrow's the day. I don't know. But everything seemed good today. And that opening volume just got crushed because the market kept selling off. And now Amazon, it seems like the attention just left. The money may have just flown into other names that were actually moving, like NVDA or Tesla. AMD. I have a look. A little pullback. Yeah, Google, I saw that moving this morning, but now it's just kind of chopped up. Google's just another one. It's very similar to Amazon. You want to be involved in the first, 20, 30 minutes. And then without some sort of catalyst or anything, it'll just slow up for the rest of the day. This might be it for Amazon here. If we break under like 188.65, where that green dotted line is on my screen, it's probably going to be the trigger. NQ starting to roll over. Yeah. NVIDIA's rolling back over. Once again, we're seeing buying pressure come in around that 188.70, 188.65 level. Look at all the wicks here on the downside. So, I mean, that's good, but look at all the wicks on the upside, That's just, that's obviously what chop is, but just a battleground. One side's got to win here. Which, so another way to look at it is if buyers can just sit here and hold and hold and hold, it's also going to put pressure on the guys above. Because like I talked about, all-time highs, there's no levels above. Price has never been above there. So anyone short is going to be underwater. So that's where you can get that squeeze. But, you look on the other side of it is anyone who's bought down low may be looking to take profits up here near all-time highs. If there's not enough demand for this up here, then it's just going to be plenty of supply. Here it goes. This is probably it. Under 188.60. I'm just going to sell the rest of this. All right, there it goes. All right, I am out. And I got to get moving on with my day. So sorry to leave so quickly, guys, but market just completely tanked. I think Amazon's probably done. If anyone is going to stick in this, I would not give it more than low a day. And then obviously looking for 190. So thank you guys for listening. Pretty unfortunate, but keep an eye on this the rest of the day. And maybe we get the trade tomorrow. I think it's still there. Market just was not our friend today. I mean, look, NQ just tanked. So that just kind of ruined it. But all right, guys, you all have a good rest of the day. And yeah, final test of the year. So then it's summertime. So I'll have a lot more time with you guys during the day.